we're on. I'm about to get my closet ready.
These people don't be up.
They're up. Hey guys.
Hello.
Your favorite mother daughter duo. My mom is back.
I'm back. I'm tired, y'all. She was like, oh, come on, let's get on.
I'm making her do a live. Hi, I'm new here. What's happening? Hey, welcome. I'm Alaya. This is my mom, Liza. Hey, everybody. We wanted to come on tonight, check in, see how everybody was doing, but talk a little bit about hip mobility. So,
hip mobility. These kids out here dancing up a storm. What are you talking about, hip mobility?
Yeah, but I mean, every time that I post stuff with like hip mobility, people really like it. I mean, depending on, I think that's something that spans across all ages, is like working on our hip mobility. So I guess we can talk a little bit about how hip mobility maybe is different for the two of us.
Yes.
Like maybe you can I'll give one of my favorite exercises or stretches that I do for hip mobility, and then you can give yours, Mom.
Yeah.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
Hey y'all. You want to go first?
No.
Okay, I'll go first. So we're in my room. I'm going to show you guys my favorite. My favorite is to work on your hips. It's a little advanced, but I'll still show you. Is going to be the deep lunge. Yeah, we did this. I taught a class yesterday and we did this. So
My dog.
yeah, we have our dog. So my favorite is this deep lunge for your hips. And a way to modify this is going to be just doing higher up lunge, so like this. But really, ideally, this position, all of us should be able to sit in this position.
Can I tell you all something about that position?
I knew she was going to jump in. Go ahead, Mom.
That is going to help move your stuff out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's going to help you use the bathroom.
Yeah, that's sort of where that comes from.
That's
The
actually so
Chinese,
The Asian, it comes from the Asian culture.
Yes, well, I do not want to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
But yes, it does. They squat, sit, and it is actually
Marco.
very good. You should probably do it every day, actually. Just do it for every day. About, maybe if you can do, you start where you can start. Like, nobody's going to beat you up if you can't do it. You do these things in baby steps, but clearly the more you do it, the better you'll get at it, if in fact you're not there yet.
Right.
Because it doesn't mean you can't get there. Look,
Yeah.
I'm ancient, right? So
You are not ancient.
And I can do it too, right? So, yes, I like this too.
So this is like a low lunge, we would call it. So that option, or you can also come up higher.
Right, they can come up higher. Sometimes you'll find that your ankles may be tight. What do they say? The flexion in your ankles is tight. So you may have to do something to sort of stretch out your... My problem is I can't remember the doggone words. Your Achilles, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, this is good to do. And to just be kind of still in this moment. You can also do this alongside of meditation. That's one of the things our friend Light would do. In fact, he did a series of these live.
Yeah, it's a very functional position, and that's what he called it too, functional mobility. Like, this is considered a stretch and a yoga pose, but it's also just an exercise that we should be doing on the day-to-day, because it's a position all of us should be able to do, but as we get older and don't practice our mobility, we're not able to do that. So
Right.
That's my favorite hip mobility exercise. Now, what about you, Mom?
Really?
What's yours?
Okay, I don't know what my favorite.
Well, maybe not your favorite, but one that you like to do often, I guess.
Look, the
hip circles.
Hip circles, baby. Hip circles. No, these things are really good for your mobility. Truly,
Yeah.
they are. And I'm not the twerker, but I do.
So I do those every
my
morning.
mother used to do a lot of
Good.
hip stuff. People didn't do these things sort of on the regular,
Or
right?
do the front
Forward,
side.
back, side. Which one?
The front to side. Like turn your leg
Ooh,
in and
this-
out. The one I did for class, yesterday. That one's also really good, you guys. And simple, right? Another like functional stretch mobility exercise you can do. And it also challenges your core and your balance, right? Because you might be moving back and forth, so it's going to challenge an additional part besides just your hips.
So I started doing these things, and I feel like
I
I
knew
need to
she was
stretch.
going to do it, yeah.
I'm sorry.
See,
I'm
that's
so
good.
sorry.
No, that's good. We
But
can
that
show
just
them.
goes to show you, once you start moving, you want to do more.
Yeah.
But we were talking about this too. You were saying how my hips were open, but if
Yeah. Like,
yours-
what were you?
oh,
Go ahead.
if yours
What was it?
aren't open, you just start doing these. What are these called?
Butterfly.
Butterflies.
She's in butterfly. Now, I will say, you guys, my mom and some people are, more naturally flexible than others. So, like,
In certain areas.
in certain areas, right? So you have, everybody has a part of their body that they may be more flexible in. So my mom, for example, she can put her legs fully down in her butterfly, which is amazing. Okay, like, not many people can do that.
I guess.
That's
I guess that's true.
Because
I
for
don't even
me,
know.
like, I practice this every day, and
Yeah.
I mean, mine go down, but not as far as
Yes,
hers.
they do. What are you talking about?
No, not as far as
You
yours.
are really okay.
Either. But
But
yeah.
yes. But this is a good thing to do every day too, if you can. These aren't like super strenuous activities, but then again, if they're new to you, they're just new to you.
Yeah, and you can do this in your bed
Yes.
while you're watching TV too.
Okay.
It's another easy time to stretch. If you feel like you can't find a time in the day to stretch while you're chilling, watching TV, reading,
Right.
or doing some work.
Right.
You can do it then.
And there are different ways to do this and sort of kind of watch your back. When you are doing it, it's great if you can hold your back up, your shoulders back, down. Now everybody can't do that either. But sometimes you can get a nice sort of stretch by contracting and going over. And it opens you up in here.
Definitely.
And you come back up. And just kind of do those.
I might as well show you guys. You can even make it a partner stretch. So
Oh, yeah.
if you live with somebody or your friend, your partner, you can always do this with somebody that you live with. But with this exercise, I was just teaching a class yesterday, and I was telling them you gotta be very careful because it can hurt this exercise. So just be careful if you press somebody down and you're like trying to help them stretch. But it always makes the stretch more intense and helps somebody get more out of it when you press them down, because you're helping them reach places that they might not know they can reach, and they might not be able to get to on their own. So you can press their knees down, and then like my mom said, you can walk your chest forward in this position. That's going to be great for your hip mobility. These are always trying to be
Yeah.
But everybody on, do you guys have any questions on here? If you have any, this is great. Thanks. Glad that you enjoyed. Do you guys have any questions on hip mobility exercises or stretches in general? If you guys want to learn some more hip mobility exercises from us, this is a good sneak peek, but we'll be teaching in person in Atlanta on Wednesday, class at 6:30. So if you're in Atlanta, come out to the class. The class this week, Mom will be there, which I'm so happy she's going to be coming. So we'll both be teaching some of our favorite hip mobility specific stretches, and I'm going to be doing this class just on hip mobility.
That's Q! Hi, Q!
Who's that?
My friend Q, he lives in New York. I don't get to see you much. I'm coming to New
Hey,
York in
Q.
November, Q. Where?
We're
Where's your class?
in Atlanta. So if you're in Atlanta, would love to
Nice.
have you.
Hey!
But you can also, if you want to sign up, the link in my bio will take you to my in-person sessions, and that will give you like the location and all, but it's going to be in the Grant Park area in Atlanta. Yeah, and you can also DM me if you have any more questions about class. But Brooke said, come do a pop-up in LA. Yes, I need to, because my mom, you love LA.
No, I mean, I like being in the heat. I don't really.
Yeah, I like LA, but if we get some more supporters, Brooke, get us some people to come to the class. We'll definitely be there. I would love to teach a class in LA. They do a bunch of yoga there anyway.
Yeah, there's so many people there too. We have a really good friend who teaches there as well.
Right, Ivory, yeah. That would be really good.
But what's different about us is that I'm a different age than she is. And so sometimes we have different perspectives or things I know that bother me that might bother someone older. You know, she may not understand, but I know for sure that there are things that are changing. Oh my gosh, it's Gwen.
Oh, hey Gwen.
So yes, we would love to see you in a class if you happen to be in the Atlanta area. Now you do some virtual classes as well.
Yeah. I do virtual too. I always forget. So I do virtual classes on Monday. I just did one an hour ago. So if you're not in Atlanta, I have an option for you as well. You can sign up for our classes Mondays virtually. But all of that is in the link in my bio when you sign up.
We love you too, Gwen.
Love you too. Brooke said she'll bring the people. Just come.
Oh,
we'll come. Now
that.
everybody
We'll
say where you're from, or not where you're from, where you're located, so we can kind of see where everybody is. Are you in Atlanta? Are you not in Atlanta? Are you in LA?
Some Chicago's.
Let's see if there are any Chicago's. I feel like it's probably gonna be Chicago, New York, maybe LA. Let's see. Oh, hey Sarah.
We did. We had the LA.
Yeah. Oh, Atlanta.
Rashida
then
Davis.
You gotta come.
I think I know that person.
Oh, Brooklyn, that's your friend.
Come out. Yes.
Okay, so Sean and Rashida, you guys gotta come to class then. Since you're here, you got no excuses. Come, especially
Marketing
this Wednesday.
LA, Trish.
Jersey.
LA, another North Carolina.
Oh, I've never heard of
North Carolina.
Oh, Korea. Okay, New Jersey.
Oh my goodness.
Very international. I love it.
New Jersey.
Brooklyn. Dang.
Okay, a little bit of everywhere.
Definitely.
Oh, that's really nice. Korea. Oh, it must be
North
just
Carolina
beautiful.
from Chicago. Oh, nice.
Hi, Liza. North Carolina from Chicago. Hey. It's so funny. Who is that?
I can't see.
Well, it doesn't
Their name
matter.
doesn't say.
Most of the people who come on, I mean...
Oh, yay. You'll be there Wednesday.
With my tips.
It's okay. Like I said, this class is going to be... And they're all beginner-friendly classes.
Yes.
So we will give modifications, too, for the exercises. So we'll show... We like to show a more advanced and then an easier version to do it too, because we need options. And I know that the videos that I post can be very quick, so that's why I gotta come to class. But North Carolina, Jersey, New York, where else? LA. Come to my virtual class, guys. It's on Mondays. Would love to have you.
Susan's brother-in-law.
Oh.
Okay. Family.
I have a bad hip.
Do you recommend I do the hip tips you provided?
What do you mean by bad hip? Did you have...
We don't want to do anything to exacerbate your pain.
Right. But it depends. Did you have, what was your hip injury? Did you have surgery? Is there a specific... Did you have a hip replacement or anything like that? Or is it just a hip that bothers you? Sounds great. We'll try to be there. Yes.
My mom would always say, just make sure you're doing some movement. So even if you don't come to our class, or you're in an awkward position with your hip, do something, get it moving again in some way, even if it's a little painful, unless your doctor says absolutely not, because I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
But my mother broke both of her wrists, and she swore she didn't need to go to PT because she had her own exercises,
And she didn't, because she got better, y'all.
And she got better.
She really didn't need PT.
Probably 89, 90.
She was, Yeah, 89,
So
90.
I saw that happen. And even me, I broke an ankle 20 years ago. And I noticed if you don't do something with your injuries, if you choose to rest becomes a way of life. So be careful on the resting issue.
Yeah. So the one that we did do
specialist next month.
Yeah.
So
and she said that Irma, she said that it no surgery, just it bothers her. I would say you can try then attempt to do those exercises.
Yes.
Like she said, my mom said, unless your doctor says don't do those things, because we're not doctors, but I think it would be good to stay mobile.
Is good.
Start with the hip circles that we did before.
Hip circles.
Where you just are literally like circling your hips. Start with that. Start with turning your leg in and out.
But hold on if you need to hold on with these hip things, because she's, again, young girl. Just hold on. You can do them.
Hold on to the wall or something.
But yes, you can also stand with your knees together and bent slightly and just try to move them side to side and front and back.
Cute little thing.
Yeah, it is. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, so anything, like I said, helps.
Yeah.
The hip circles are wonderful. Sorry.
Yeah, no, the hip circles are good. And then also, if that's like, you've graduated, you feel like you can do that, then you can try the deeper center lunge position and turn your feet out to the side. Don't hurt your knees. Turn them out to the side and try that. And lift your chest up. And then, like my mom said, you can also do it in front of a wall. So like
hold on,
like this, and that'll strengthen your thighs too. Everything's supporting your hips. So
yeah, that is the other thing. The muscles around the hips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which are just as important as your actual.
Oh, you're welcome, Irma.
You're welcome.
We love caring for other friends.
Yes. Now I'm part of the Ageless family. She laughed.
Because that's the point. We're trying to make sure people understand they can do these exercises at any age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can start at any age.
Any age, yeah. Is that beginner's yoga class? Yes. So and it's not just this Wednesday. It's every Wednesday, you guys, at 6:30 p.m. That I teach the classes. And they're all pretty much beginner level. Like we were saying, we try to be different from, at least what we feel like is different from us teaching to the general yoga population, is we try to focus more so on the stretching and the actual positions. So a lot of yoga classes we feel like can be very, and there's nothing wrong with this. We are pretty skilled and stuff, so we can do the hard yoga classes, but like for a beginner or somebody just trying to work on specific areas of their body, and somebody who wants to understand what they're doing, what this exercise is for, how it benefits them in all different ways, it's good to really know what you're targeting for the stretches. So we try to talk about that as we go through the stretches in the class and move at a pretty slow pace, offer beginner level, advanced, so that you guys have different options when you're doing the positions, right? Because everybody's going to be at different levels. It can be hard when you're teaching.
Sure. Well, the hardest part sometimes in yoga classes, like you said, we can do the flow classes. That's not a problem for us. But I have seen many people in those classes put themselves in these positions, but they're not properly in those positions.
Yeah. And
you need to slow the stuff down and figure out what you need to be doing when you are in those positions, those yoga positions.
Yeah. And sometimes, and it's just the way that the society is, right? When you go to like a yoga class or a studio or Pilates or workout, people are trying to get you in and out of the door, right? They're trying to move you through the exercises so you don't get the explanation that you may need as you're going through the exercises, and then you may do something wrong.
The hands-on help. I like to give hands-on so that people really understand what you're talking about and you can remember easier. So anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, no surgery
Love
needed.
This beautiful. Oh, thank you, Rashida. I hope to meet you in person. Do you guys have any more questions on hip mobility, hip pain, hip exercises? Things about our routine in general.
Like, I don't want to be overkilling this.
I know.
We can go.
I
You
knew
know,
you
once
were
you
gonna
get
say-
tired of seeing us,
Yeah.
How
Well,
about
if they
you
don't
like
have
my nail
questions.
polish?
It's so cute. It's
It's
matte.
matte black.
Show the matte part.
Matte black.
Oh yeah, it's so cute. I
Yes,
can't show
Rashida,
mine.
bring your daughter. It's
Oh,
really cute. We had
yes.
2 mother-daughters yesterday. It was really nice.
Yeah, we did. We taught a class yesterday at the Buckhead Art Center in Atlanta. It was amazing to teach yoga around art. Oh my God, it was so pretty.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
But at the class, we were thankful enough to have 2 mother-daughter couples. Yeah, it was us and then 2 more like mother-daughter couples, and they loved it. And not only does it help, each of you to work on your stretches, but I would say just for like bonding too, right? Because we were stretching together and
together.
Yeah, something to do together. So it's definitely bring your daughter.
Somebody
I
was
love
saying
that.
they have SI issues. Oh,
Yeah, I've scrolled up. I have
Joint
joint
issues.
issues. Any advice? Yeah.
Again, I think one of the important things is to move. Like, even if you're arthritic and you have joint issues, if you can make sure you're moving. Take a bath. Move whatever that is. Some people say, take garlic. Recently, you were saying eggshells.
Oh, I take, and we'll have to do a separate live on
Some
like
people
vitamins
say-
and stuff.
Yeah.
I take eggshell
chondroitin.
membranes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eggshell membrane vitamins are supposed to be good for your joint health, and that's something that's been helpful to me, on top of the stretching and the more natural things you can do. But I think, like my mom said, take a bath. We do the soak in Epsom salt thing a lot, and then maybe even like stretching after could feel really good on your body as you get ready for bed.
So I have a bad thumb. I don't know what it is, but it feels weird. So, again, massaging that area, reminding it that they are still alive and to keep moving.
Yes,
Anything
always.
you can do, to remind yourself you're still, or those parts in your body that are
Or you
kind
can
of cold or
use this.
stiff. If it's in an area that you can reach.
The SI joint, yeah, that's gonna be probably
Depends on where you are.
back pain for her. So
okay.
Try a foam roller too, and you can get these off of Amazon for pretty cheap. It's a good
Tennis
way
balls?
to massage. I think tennis balls are actually better because it's smaller, so you'll be able to actually massage the exact like small point in which is bothering you.
Yeah, and you can either do that on the floor or up against the wall.
Mhm.
So, I hope that helps.
Hope that helps. Yeah,
I
let us know if that helps.
Okay.
Let me scroll down. Anything specific for men you love to suggest?
For who?
I guess he's saying like stretches for men. I don't know.
Oh, any stretches.
Cute.
Woo.
I think the hip thing.
joint.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
hip. See,
hip one is.
the hips are really like
tight,
hip mobility
typically.
for women too, because women especially hold so much in their hips, their emotions, their stress. We hold so many things that are going on in our life, in our body, right? Especially that hip, that pelvic floor area, but men too, because also your anatomy is different, obviously, down there. So you guys are a lot tighter naturally than women are. So try doing the butterfly position that my mom did.
And if you cannot,
for the
you
men.
can do this 1 foot in front of the other situation.
I'll show it.
So you just put 1 foot in front of the other and lean into it so you'll feel the stretch.
Yeah,
Here.
that's also good for you with the SI joint pain. That'll be great for you as well. But
Yeah.
hip mobility,
Switch
wonderful.
sides.
Switch sides, and this is one that Grandma Millie always told us to do, because she would say, as you get older, this stretch right here can get very hard. We take this for granted, being able to sit down, being able to cross our legs, right, whenever we sit down at home. But as we get older, our hips get stiff, and this exercise can get really hard. Like I said, Mom is amazingly flexible in her hips, right? But she also works at it, right? So just showing you guys how important it is to stay consistent, keep working at it, because that's the reason she can do it too, right? She's consistent. So
doing me hurts.
yeah, they love it. See, they
Ooh,
love watching
I
you
have
stretch.
joint stiffness. Yes.
Joint
Left hip and
stiffness,
I'm
need
needing
to decrease joint pain. Yeah, so for you, same stretches that we just recommended. Do those.
You can also. What do you think? Like just
Eggshell membrane is what it's called. I know it sounds weird. It's like the membranes that make up
the
inside of the eggs, and that's supposed to have the most amount of protein in it. That's basically where the majority of the protein in eggs come from. It's weird, but yeah, she's probably like, what? They're really like these weirdos. Thank you. You're welcome. Left hip is so tight. Yeah. So if you notice one side is tighter than the other, make sure that you give extra attention to that side when you're stretching.
And start on that side first.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah. A lot of people oftentimes, again, in classes, they will always start on the right, which is cool if you're used to being in that class. But I think everybody needs to be kind of challenged on that one, because what tends to happen is, you go for the right side and you have more energy, right? At the start of any exercise. So you go on the right and you're great. And then you get to the left, you're kind of tired. So you don't even give it your same
right. You don't give it your
energy.
all. Yeah, true. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, so whichever, like my mom said, whichever side is tighter on any stretch, start with
and
that
I think
side.
too, here we go. Here we go. I'll say too much, but
it's okay. Like I said, guys, if you want to learn more hip stuff, come to my class Wednesdays at 6:30 or virtual if you're not in Atlanta.
woo.
We would love to have you. I enjoy your reels as I am.
Yes,
in
men
yoga.
and women, all
Thank
ages, all sizes, shapes.
You. Yes,
This
it is a
about
vitamin.
unity.
It is a vitamin.
Helping everyone we can.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. So glad that you joined tonight. We hope to see you Wednesday. If you're in Atlanta, we're so excited to give you a whole class. What did you do?
Oh, you know.
Oh,
I'm older. It's okay.
she's fine. Be careful.
Thank you.
But get to stretching, guys, tonight before you go to bed, and try some of these hip mobility exercises we just recommended. And remember that your health is your wealth. So take care of your body. You only get one. All right.
Have a good evening.
And have a good night. Bye, guys. Nice to
Bye.
meet you. Thanks for joining.